Guatemalan?
Oh, okay. That's all you come with.
Así, tem que dar todo o barulho, era o dele assim, viu? Hey everybody, it's Jim down on the U.S.-New Mexico border. Again, as you can see, we are on the side of the road here. Again, this is a result of Monument 1, the area where we build the wall, is negotiating with the private landowner to put up wall. We have a Mexican police officer who parked there, and what's happening is that they are now crossing a little further back down the river and going directly across. Now the good news about that is that they're going to be filling the river pretty soon, where there's going to be water coming into it, and basically it's going to act as a barrier. It's not going to be so easy to get across there. So I don't know what the count is on these guys. Jeff, do you got a count? Do they have a count? I'll get you a count in a minute here.
I'm at 39 in the black.
Okay.
I got 56.
We're looking at 56, guys. It looks like we got a mixture of Guatemalans
and El Salvador.
El Salvador. A lot of kids again. Of course, the kids are the passport.
My dog. He must be in front.
So we are actually, this time we're not in New Mexico. We are actually in El Paso. So they crossed the river, and basically what they did is they snuck across, and there's a little fence here you can kind of see. I'll show you guys how they did this. Go for a little walk down here. See, there's the road. So see, they almost made it out, almost got right out into the highway, and okay, so this is a fence right here. And then over there That's the building that you guys usually are looking at with the museum and stuff like that, where we're talking about building the wall. The private wall, privately funded by you, the American people. By the way, go check out that page, We Build the Wall. There's updates on different areas. There's a lot of negotiations going on with private landowners on the border. And we're really working hard to get wall in some of the most critical areas in the country. So we're going to keep up that fight, but I just wanted to show you that. So they go across the river, and then the coyote gets them over to here now, and then right out into the highway. And it makes it a little different if you're not watching them 24/7, because, you know, it's easy for them to get into the cracks. Remember this, guys. Even though, you know, we talk about the asylum claim, there's a lot of help for these guys on this side of the river. And in other words, in this area, there's charities, there's places that are basically taking them in. They're more or less trying to find them sponsors, take care of their clothing needs, their shelter needs, all this kind of stuff. And I'm not a person that doesn't think these people, you know, need to be treated like people. But here's the thing. We don't have the resources for this invasion, guys. It's taken away from our homeless vets. It's taken away from people that came here legally, that, you know, became a citizen because they believed in America and came here the right way. Only about 5 to 10% of these people actually have what they would call a legitimate asylum claim. In other words, they meet the credible fear factor is what they call it. And what it's doing, again, is it's tying up our border patrol. And that's one of the crises also that I want to get through to you guys, is that, you know, when you get everybody out here and you got to process and take care of large groups like this, you've got, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, you've got almost 5 agents off the front line because of this type of stuff. And what that does is that leaves other sections of the border open where, you know, nobody's defending that border. And that's why it's a crisis. There's a lot of human trafficking that's going on with this. A lot of sex trafficking going on with this. A lot of children are being borrowed and recycled, and you name it, it's happening. You know, and there's 2 victims in this. There's the U.S. that's a victim, but you also have the victims of the people that are being lied to by the people that are organizing this stuff, telling them that, oh, you can come to the United States, you can take advantage of their laws. And, you know, the left is looking at this like, oh, well, it's just an election. We're going to get these people in here. We're going to load up the country, get everybody out to different cities, and then what we're going to do is just go ahead and, you know, these are our future voters. And that's how they look at it, because all they seem to be concerned about is that they keep power, okay? And in the meantime, the heck with America. We've got to put our national security first. We've got to put our border first. And it's not just for our protection, it's for their protection too. They wouldn't be kidnapping these kids. They wouldn't be trafficking these people if they thought that they could get away with this. And, you know, that's the fact of the matter. They wouldn't be coming up here in large caravans if our laws were different. We could stop this almost immediately, because the cartel and whoever else is behind this organized invasion, they would have to shut down what they're doing. They'd have to stop it immediately. But the fact of the matter is, nobody's doing anything. Congress isn't doing anything. A matter of fact, there's a lady down here tonight. Her name is, I think, Veronica Escobar. And she replaced our buddy Beto. And she's down here having a big town hall meeting down here in El Paso. And all she can talk about is, oh, we need to build a bigger processing center. We need to rip down the wall with Beto. Get rid of the border. You know, I don't think that they really understand what that would mean to get rid of the border. And I don't know how old all you guys are that watch this, but you have to understand something. For me, it's really about protecting the future generation. I sure hope they don't let the country go to hell, but this is what's coming in. And like I said, I'm not saying that these people are bad. I'm just saying that it's a crisis. It needs to be stopped. And we're going to do everything in our power to keep exposing the truth, to let you guys know exactly what's happening, and fill in the gaps. Keep in mind, guys, I say this over and over again, we are only on a 5-mile section of a 2,200-mile border that has the same problem, okay? So what I'm showing you guys, if anybody's going, wow, this really isn't a wow. This is becoming every day, okay? Yeah, Scott, I've been hearing that. I've actually been hearing this Escobar lady trying to soften the city of El Paso in the state of Texas to the idea that having 1,000 people a day crossing a sector like this isn't a crisis, or it should be, it should be okay to start expecting that.
That's true.
Those numbers are ridiculous, guys. When you hear these guys arguing about past immigration problems, those were Mexicans that could easily be returned and dealt with, and we had a little bit of record on them. And for the most part, they weren't really a big threat to anything other than just the economy. But you have to understand something, guys. There is 50 countries invading us right now. And I can tell you right now that not all of these countries have a crisis. And like I said, you can't just come into a country for no good reason, okay? Like I said, if they were to ever come in here shooting guns, or if they were ever to come here any other way than how they are right now, the country would be in an uproar. People would be upset. But people aren't upset enough yet to do anything about this. And that's why we got to share these videos. We've got to let everybody know, whether they're left or right, that there is a moderate position in the middle, okay? And you have to be moderate when it comes to the country. You have to at least say that this is wrong. You guys know we can't take everybody that's coming across the border. This is ridiculous, okay? So anyway, I've been kind of busy today. There was a lot of attention brought to our little invasion that I videoed last night. And so we had a few people out from the media and did a couple of interviews. I'll be posting those later on. Some of them are probably going to be portrayed as, we're vigilantes, or we're militia, or we're, whatever. You guys can decide for yourself. You watch our videos. You know exactly what we're doing out here. You know what we do. We work with the people very well here. And, but they want to attack us. They don't like us here, some of them. But we're just trying to expose the truth, because you're not going to see this on CNN. You're not going to see it on CNBC. And you're not going to hear the truth. That's exactly right, Lori. There is a caravan coming up, and this caravan that's coming is a little bit violent, a little bit more violent, I should say, than what we've seen. We've had a few little instances of people getting a little cantankerous or not wanting to cooperate. And you know what? We've got guys that are vets, that are special forces and stuff like that. So, they're very well equipped, and we're very well equipped for things that could potentially happen. But again, we're not here to try to get in a bunch of conflict and engage and all that kind of stuff. The media would like you to believe that, but that's not what we're here to do. We're just here to simply show you guys and make you aware of what you're not seeing and what's going on for some of you in your own backyard that you don't even know is going on, because this is the untold story that Donald Trump has been trying to make the case for since he started saying build the wall. And, you citizens got together and you guys donated to Brian Kolfage, his GoFundMe page. And there was a lot of politics over that, but I'm here to tell you guys that there are deals in the works right now, and we got to keep the momentum going to get that privately funded wall built. And I can't wait until we break ground on the first section of wall. I really do hope that it's right here in this area, but even if it's not, there's other areas that need to be plugged. Like I said, this is just one area of a 2,200-mile border. So, you guys think about that. The Patriots are down here doing a great job. I'm not at base camp right now. I'm over on the other side. I don't know what's going on over there. They may have action right now. They may not. But we'll check in if there's any action over there, because I'll be heading back that way shortly. You can look at our page, or you go to We Build the Wall, and
we're gonna back that around here. Otherwise,
okay,
we gotta go
that's
all the way
fine,
downtown and turn around.
and check it out. So, but yeah, we're gonna get these guys to processing. Those vans that come up, those are the processing vans. Those of you who've never watched our videos, basically, what happens is every person you just saw, it's 2 hours of paperwork, and then what happens is that from there they get released. The only thing that they don't realize is there's a processing facility that was built for 4,000 people, and it's at capacity right now, actually over capacity of about 20,000 people. So anyway, share these videos, guys. It's the only thing we can do to get the word out. Obviously the night's not over yet. As you guys know, anything can happen at any time. But I'm gonna go ahead and go back to base camp and see what's going on. Hopefully we don't get hit there again tonight, but you know what, it could happen. So there you go, you guys all witnessed it. This is Jim from the US-New Mexico border, El Paso, and you guys can check out our page over at We Build the Wall, or you can go to United Constitutional Patriots, or if you want to follow me, stay here. In either case, you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you later.